Hello and welcome to another edition of Cranky Gun Reviews and yet another edition of Rifle and Pistol Pairings. Today we have the Henry H001 lever action 22 and the Ruger single 6 convertible, which comes in 22 and 22 Magnum. And this specific pairing I paired up because this is kind of the 22 long rifle cowboy action shooting pairing. This was a setup that I had looked for when I first started shooting. One of the very first guns that I ever really wanted was a Henry lever action, because I remember being a kid back in the 90s and seeing old commercials on TV for the Henry rifles, where you can load it on Sunday and shoot it all week, and they're made in America or not made at all.
We take pride in making state-of-the-art rifles that are made right here in the USA.
We machine our own barrels, our own bolts, and deliver an American-made rifle that you would be proud to own.
And this was one of the quintessential guns that they had in those commercials. Now, realistically, when I originally bought my Henry, I wanted the hexagonal barrel version of it, but at the time that I bought this, I didn't have a whole lot of money, and this was one that I could afford. And this is the fun, again, of having a lever action 22, is you can put literally any 22 rifle ammo in it. I could run shot shells in this if I wanted to. Again, being self-funded, there's only so much I can do. So, 2 Super Calibres, the rest of it's going to be shorts. Big difference. Now, when it comes to the Ruger single 6 convertible, this is another gun that I always love the idea of these things having a single action revolver. It really gives you the feeling of shooting. It gives you the experience of loading and unloading the rounds. It gives you the experience of cocking the hammer, taking your time to shoot, and I think really gives you the feeling of being an American cowboy, because again, what's more American than Wild West, where you're out there on your horseback or some other animal out in the desert riding around with your lever action next to your horse in a scabbard and your 6-shooter on your hip that you're carrying around, a single action revolver. So to me, these are just like the epitome of every kid that ever wanted to be a cowboy growing up. These are 2 budget-friendly options. And again, you could get an even more budget-friendly option of a single action revolver. You could use a Ruger Wrangler. You could use a Heritage Rough Rider, something like that, and there's a few other brands that have been out there recently. But for me, these two, they have similar quality. They both have excellent bluing. They have nice walnut stocks on them, and to me, again, the Henry H001 lever action and the Ruger single 6 convertible really pair up well for a great time out at the range, plinking soda cans, target shooting, and there is just something to be said for feeling the action of the gun when you're shooting it. So whether it's a simple bolt action rifle or a lever action rifle or a single action revolver or even a double action revolver when you're using the hammer, just the feel of shooting these guns to me really amplifies the entire range experience for anybody. And again, it makes me feel like I'm a cowboy when I'm out there, and you can do cowboy action plinking for very little money using 22. Now, the benefit of these two being paired up as well, the 22 long rifle cylinder that you have inside your convertible single 6, you can actually shoot 22 long rifle, 22 short, or 22 long ammo, or rat shot. And you can do pretty much the same thing out of your Henry rifle. This will actually accept 22 long rifle, 22 long, and 22 short rounds. And if you're careful and you use the crimp style shots for rat shot, you can actually shoot those out of your Henry as well. So again, this pairing is the Henry H001 lever action 22 long rifle and the Ruger single 6 convertible in 22 long rifle and 22 Winchester Magnum, the budget Cowboy setup. I love taking these out to the range. People are always happy to shoot them when I take them out. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. God bless America. Make sure you support your two-way rights. Get out there and shoot. And you remember, if somebody asks you to give up some of your freedom for the greater good, remind them that freedom is the greater good.